Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's HFI story starts with humanity's first peaceful contact with an alien civilization. The visitors came in friendship, speaking of cooperation and trust. But this story is not about what humanity is revealed, it's about what humanity is kept hidden. Because when the truth finally turned up, the galaxy realized humans were never as unprepared as they seemed. Now start the story.
The first sign that humanity was no longer alone did not come with fear or chaos. It began quietly, almost politely. Astronomers noticed an object entering the solar system that did not behave like anything natural. It did not spin wildly or burn like a comet. It moved smoothly, changing direction with purpose, as if it knew exactly where it was going. Within hours, observatories across the world confirmed the same conclusion. This object was built, not born. Soon after, a signal reached Earth. It was not loud or threatening. It was calm, structured, and easy to decode. Numbers, patterns, and symbols formed a message that computers and linguists worked on together. When the meaning became clear, the world held its breath. The message was peaceful. It spoke of greeting, curiosity, and a wish to communicate. There was no demand, no warning, no sign of danger. Governments reacted faster than ever before, but carefully. Emergency meetings were held in secret, while public statements focused on calm and unity. Leaders understood that panic could destroy trust before the visitors even arrived. Scientists and researchers were placed at the front, not soldiers. Humanity wanted to show that it came in peace. When the alien ship reached Earth's orbit, it stopped far away, keeping a respectful distance. The vessel looked smooth and balanced, with no visible weapons. It did not block satellites or interfere with systems. It simply waited. Communication channels opened, and the visitors began to speak through translated signals. Their tone was steady and thoughtful. They described themselves as travelers who had explored many systems and met many species. The aliens asked about human culture, history, and art. They wanted to know how humans lived, how they told stories, how they remembered their past. They spoke about survival and how many civilizations destroyed themselves before ever reaching the stars. They said they hoped to help younger worlds avoid those mistakes. Too many people watching, the visitors sounded wise and kind. The meetings were broadcast across the planet. Children watched from classrooms. Families gathered around screens. Social media filled with excitement and hope. Some people cried with relief. The universe was no longer empty, and the beings who had arrived did not seem hostile. Military forces remained quiet and distant. No warships were placed in the sky. No weapons were shown. This was a choice. Humanity wanted the visitors to feel trust, not threat. The world appeared open, curious, and peaceful, behind closed doors. However, a very different mood existed. Military analysts examined every second of the alien signals. They listened not just to what was said, but how it was said. They studied pauses, changes in tone, and patterns in communication. They also monitored the alien ship closely. What they saw made some of them uneasy. The alien vessel was scanning Earth constantly. These scans were far more detailed than what was needed for friendly contact. They focused heavily on cities, power stations, transportation networks, and communication systems. The scans repeated again and again, as if checking accuracy. The aliens also asked questions that sounded harmless to most people. They asked how fast humans could move resources across the planet. They asked how decisions were made during global emergencies. They asked how long it would take Earth to respond to a large-scale crisis. 2 diplomats. These sounded like curiosity. 2 soldiers. They sounded like preparation. A small group within Terran High Command began to worry. They did not believe the visitors were evil, but they feared something more subtle. The aliens might see humanity as young, divided, and easy to guide. History had taught humans that when one powerful group claimed it knew what was best for another, freedom was often the price. Officially, Earth continued the peaceful talks. No suspicion was shown. Trust was maintained in public. But quietly, old plans were opened. Plans written long ago, for a moment humanity hoped would never come. Far beyond public knowledge, deep in space, a Terran warship existed. It had been built in total secrecy over many years. Different parts were constructed in different places, hidden under false projects. Only a few people knew the full truth. The ship was not designed for attack. It was designed to be seen only if absolutely necessary. As talks continued, the order was given. The hidden warship powered up and began moving. Its engines left no trace. Its systems remained silent. To every known sensor, space appeared empty. Inside the ship, the crew worked without emotion. They were trained for silence, patience, and restraint. On Earth, excitement continued to grow. Artists created images of humans and aliens standing together. Some people demanded access to alien knowledge. Others warned of danger, but their voices were often ignored. Hope was louder than caution. The alien delegation then made a request. They asked for expanded access to Earth's orbital space. They said it would improve communication and research. On the surface, the request seemed reasonable. Diplomats discussed it seriously, knowing refusal could damage trust. At the same time, independent scientists reviewing raw data noticed small but troubling details. The alien ship adjusted its position often, testing response times. Its scans became more focused, more intense. The pattern was subtle, but it was there. Terran High Command made its choice. They would not stop the talks. They would not show fear. But they would be ready. The hidden warship reached its assigned position, close enough to matter, far enough to remain unseen. The world continued to believe the meeting was completely peaceful. Smiles filled the screens. Promises of cooperation echoed everywhere. No one watching knew that, above them, unseen and silent, humanity's final safeguard had taken its place, waiting for whatever came next.
This moment is not about peace, it's about sensitivity. Humans lead with diplomacy to avoid escalation, while the alien quietly assesses strength. The difference is awareness. Humans recognize the test and prepare without revealing anything. The hidden worship is not a threat, it's a boundary. In HFI stories, humans don't show power to impress. They reveal it only when silence is no longer.
The change happened so suddenly that many people did not understand it at first. One moment Earth's leaders were calmly speaking with the visitors, exchanging polite words and careful promises. The screens around the world showed smooth translations and peaceful symbols. Everything felt controlled. Then, without warning, every signal froze. For a brief second, the world went silent. Satellites paused. Communication rooms fell quiet. Even the alien ship stopped transmitting. Then a new signal appeared. It did not belong to Earth's diplomats, and it did not come from the alien vessel. It was stronger than anything before it, clear and impossible to block. At the same time, space near the alien ship seemed to twist, as if light itself was being pushed aside. What looked like empty space suddenly wasn't empty anymore. A massive Terran warship revealed itself. It did not fly in or attack. It simply appeared, dark and solid, larger than anything humans or aliens had shown so far. Its surface was covered in heavy armor, layered and sharp, with quiet energy fields moving around it. There were no symbols, no flags, no markings. Its size and silence were enough to speak for it. Across Earth, people stared in disbelief. Scientists who had promised full openness were shocked. Diplomats felt panic rise in their chests. This ship had never been mentioned. Humanity had clearly been hiding something important. Some people felt angry. Others felt suddenly safer. No matter how they felt, everyone understood that the situation had changed forever. The alien delegation reacted instantly. Their ship moved sharply, activating defensive systems. The calm and confident behavior they had shown earlier disappeared. Their communication became rushed and uneven. For the first time, they did not seem curious or patient. They seemed uncertain. The Terran warship remained perfectly still. It did not aim weapons or move closer. After a short pause, it sent a transmission that reached every screen on Earth. The voice was human, steady, and emotionless. The message said that humanity welcomed peace and cooperation. It said Earth did not want war. But it also said that humans had learned from their own violent history. It made one thing very clear. Humanity would not accept pressure, control, or forced guidance. Any hostile action would be answered immediately and completely. There was no threat in the tone, no anger, just certainty. Silence followed. The alien ship stopped moving. Its sensors struggled to understand the Terran vessel. The technology did not match what they expected from a young civilization. The energy readings made no sense. For the visitors, a realization slowly formed. Humanity had not shown its full strength. It had chosen to hide it. The aliens had met many civilizations before. Most were divided and open, easy to influence. Humanity was different. It had allowed itself to appear weaker than it truly was, using peace as a shield rather than a weakness. Negotiations resumed, but everything felt different. The aliens withdrew their request for expanded access to Earth's orbit. Their language became careful and formal. They no longer spoke like teachers. They spoke like equals on Earth. Leaders rushed into emergency meetings. Some were furious that such a powerful ship had been kept secret. Others quietly understood why it existed. Without it, the visitors might have pushed further. The alien delegation asked for time. They said they needed to reconsider their approach. This time, their words felt honest, not because they were friendly, but because they were cautious. The Terran warship stayed where it was, silent and unmoving. It did not follow the alien ship when it adjusted position. It simply existed, reminding everyone that humanity was not helpless. After several tense hours, the aliens announced they would pull back to a greater distance. They said future contact would continue through controlled communication, with clear limits. Earth agreed. No one argued. No one celebrated. As the alien vessels slowly moved away, people around the world felt a strange mix of emotions. Relief, fear, pride, and confusion spread everywhere. Arguments broke out online and in homes. Some accused governments of lying. Others thanked those who had prepared for the worst. The Terran warship did not chase the visitors. Once the alien ship was far enough, the human vessel faded from sight. Light bent around it, senses failed to track it, and then it was gone. Space looked empty again. Soon after, official statements were released. Leaders spoke of successful diplomacy and peaceful first contact. The massive ship was not mentioned. Some recordings disappeared. Others were explained away. Life slowly returned to normal. Though most people accepted the story on the surface, work continued. The sky looked the same, but a quiet understanding remained. Those who truly knew the truth recorded the moment carefully. Humanity had been tested, not by violence, but by assumption. And for the first time, the universe learned that Earth would choose peace but never weakness.
The alien delegation lives with a new understanding. Humans are not innocent, they are disciplined and capable. The hidden warship disappeared, and to the public, it was a peaceful first contact. But still, humanity showed the galaxy it will never be underestimated. Peace works best when backed by strength, and that is the humanity's first heavenly lesson. If you enjoy this, like, subscribe, and share.